What's up? What's up? This is called Embarrassing Moments. And I decided to do this. It's not about politics or religion. Sakina Jones YouTube, subscribe if you want. Share, like. Anyway, let's get to the embarrassing moments. My first embarrassing moment is when I was 12, 13, or 14. I believe I was 13 or 14 back in 1992, 1993. Now, 1992, 1993, light skinned guys was in. Cornrows, light skinned cornrows guys was in. Light skinned guys with curly hair. I had a crush on this light skinned guy. He had curly hair. He was actually yellow, not light skin. I believe yellow. Then light skin is lighter than yellow, but he was yellow with curly hair. He was a nerdy type of dude. And he used to come over and hang with this dude next door to me. I lived in the projects called Woodland Terrace. Never forget it, never forget where I come from. Love it, wouldn't change the world. Love Woodland, Woodland all day. Now, he used to come hang with this guy next door to me. He was 2 years older than me. He was my brother's age, and the porches was like 6 feet apart. So let's get to it. And I can't give his name because it's media. And my mom's old school. She's from Atlantic City, New Jersey. She's old school, and she didn't believe in lights in the day. So what she did was she would pull the windows up, pull the initial blind, and the daylight will come in our house. That's how she believed it. When it hit 6 or 7 o'clock, then she'll turn the lights on. You had bills to pay. So she didn't believe in lights in the day. It was the summertime, and you know what I mean? She'd open the initial blinds, and she opened the door, and the light would shine in, and that's how it was. So one time I see him riding up, the dude I had a crush on. He was riding up to go to the next door neighbor house. And I ran in the house because he was my crush. And you know how it is when you have a crush. You got butterflies in your stomach at 13 or 14 years old. I can't give his name. And I would peek out the window. Right? I peek out the window, look at him all the time. He was so fine. He was light skinned with curly hair, real curly hair. And my mom was very old school. And I'm peeking out the window, and I'm peeking out the window. And she says, Sakina, Sakina. And I'm real quiet. So I'm like, yes, yes. I'm like, yes. So he don't have to hear me while I'm looking at him. So she like, Sakina. And I said, yes, Mom. She said, throw your dirty clothes down so I can wash them. It was a Saturday. And don't forget your dirty panties. I said, oh, God. I ran to I said, why would you say that? He was right on the front porch next door. I said, don't say that. I had an old school mom. She said, what the hell is wrong with you yelling in my house? I said, you can't say that he's next door. She said, who's he? Who are you talking about? So at this point, she thinking something happened. I said, no, it happened. So I guess she put two to two together and feel like I had a crush on this dude. You know how you got them parents that's old school and be real calm? She said, Sakina. She said, go outside and play with your friends or go upstairs before I embarrass you more. And I'm yelling, you can't do that. I'm crying. I'm 13 or 14. I'm crying. I don't believe you said throw your dirty underwears down. I know he heard you. I never went outside. She said, go ahead outside. I didn't go outside. I didn't go outside for like an hour later. It was like the embarrassing moment of my life. She literally yelled, throw your underwear, throw your dirty clothes down, throw your panties down so they could be washed. Now, at 12, 13 years old, I knew how to wash my own clothes. But you had that mother. You know what I mean? She was off from work. She usually don't be off. She wanted to do something. Oh my God, here I am in my 40s, and I would never forget that. Throw your dirty panties down so I can wash them too. I'm like, I know he heard that. I don't think he ever knew I had a crush on him or not, because he's like 2 years older than me. He's like my brother age. I had another crush. I'm from New Jersey. I went to Philly, 45 minutes away. I had to go to gynecologist, right? And I'm in Germantown, Philly, and I'm looking up and down. I got in a place, we parked, we looking up and down for UPS driver come up. And I ain't paying no attention. He got in the car. I was like, damn, he fine. It was a tall ass UPS driver man. He was fine as hell. Black African American man. And I'm still looking. I'm like, damn, he fine. I turned back and look. He said, excuse me, miss. And I said, yeah. He said, excuse me. And I'm looking. I was like, yeah. And my mom looking. He said, you looking for the gynecologist? I was like, oh my God. I turned my head. I fished this way. My mom said, yes, sir, we are. He said, it's right there in front of you. And remember, he's pointed this way. So I'm still looking like, oh my God. I could see my mom chuckling. She older than me. She laughing. I'm like, oh my God. She said, thank you, sir. And we went to the gynecologist, and I was like, oh my God. And I will never forget those moments. Those are like the two embarrassing moments of my life. Things happen. Get over it. It's fun. People pass away. My mother passed away 6 years ago, and I remember the good times. Remember the good times of people that passed away in your life, because it's hard. For real. To my fans, I love you. Sakina Jones, you too. Holla.